She bows very politely, not in like an overly formal sense, but just kind of
I definitely should not have
a
drank
very
that
polite,
energy drink. I
acknowledgement.
cannot sit still.
She says, "Good day," and he has no response to that. And then she kind of continues walking along and keep ushering you guys kind of through the courtyard, or guiding you guys to the courtyard. She's not ushering you, she's not rushing you guys, but she's just having you follow her.
I'm gonna look back and just say, who was that? That wasn't, what's his name, Bergamon?
Baragor is his name.
That wasn't...
Burgermeister,
What's his name? Charizard?
That wasn't... I forgot. Guys, Bergamon.
That was Oresk Primor. That was Oresk Primor. He's the oldest in the Pride right now, and he's been hanging in there for a while. He enjoys the courtyard very much.
I can see why. It's a very impressive courtyard.
Thank you. They're very proud of it. And it's nice to be able to come here on our breaks.
It's a lot of water. Just so much of it.
It is.
Also, we are going to be
The Primal are very
continuing and
proud
hopefully
of their
finishing Amanda the Adventurer too
domain
after
here in
D&D
Realm of
tonight.
Vita.
Okay, continue.
All right, and as you move back into the building, you end up coming to what appears to be a kind of very large door. You can only assume is Baragor Primor's room. And as you get close, I would ask that you all roll perception checks.
No! Why?
What?
Oh my gosh!
Perceive. Oh, you've perceived bomb.
Sam, can you roll that?
Received
for me?
everything.
I can roll that.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Mine's still better.
Only because you had a nat 20. I have a 31 at least.
Good. Goddamn. I rolled a 5. You're not the only one rolling shit tonight.
That's my domain. I'm
All
the
right.
shit roller.
Well,
You just scored a nat 20. I mean, I'd say I don't continue to bitch, but you did roll 4 ones and 4 rolls, so
You were overdue.
It was,
Okay.
it was really cool.
as
Very
you guys come up to the door, you can all of you hear what appears to be shouting.
Oh.
Sounds like there's an argument going on from within the room.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
So Lara leans over and whispers in Jib ear, "Please hold bomb back."
I'm gonna say maybe Carriel should go in first.
Now, through the door, all of you can hear the shouting very easily. However, Bomb and Solara, for your incredibly high rolls, you guys can hear what appears to be a very deep-voiced man shouting at there's almost a sort of distant sound, like it's being said over a long distance, but still loud enough to hear, speaking or shouting at a woman with a gruff voice. And he seems to be complaining about something about an unauthorized experiment, a disaster of some kind, and mentioning that this will absolutely be coming up in the next meeting.
With how high our rolls are, do we recognize the voice at all, or no?
You do not. You can imagine through basic presumption that the male voice is Baragor Primor.
Okay.
Sure.
And that the voice of the woman that he is arguing with is most likely coming from some sort of magical device, as it has a bit of an ethereal quality to it, as if it's someone who's not actually in the room.
I tap Carriel on the shoulder, and I say, because of your nobility, I think you would be best suited to knock on his door.
Ariel's waiting for the servant to do so.
The servant kind of hears this and goes, I'm so sorry. Just be one moment. And she knocks on the door a couple times after it sounds like the discussion has quieted down. And she steps into the room briefly. And you hear talking, mostly her telling. What you can hear, it sounds like she's just mentioning that you're here. Then she comes out of the room. She says, Baragor will see you now. And she holds the door open for you to enter.
Cariel marches in.
All right.
Marches.
As you guys enter, you enter what is a very nice room. Though, again, still somewhat humble in that it looks like it is somewhere where someone actually want to live and not just look at. There are a number of trophies upon the wall for hunting. Horns, antlers, as well as some claws and such. The bed is large and a little bit unkempt, and along the walls are several paintings, all of a same Leonin woman with sort of a platinum blonde-ish fur color, and all in various poses, various outfits, but definitely all of the same Leonin. And there's also a desk that Baragor is standing near, and a mirror that is along the wall that has a slight kind of sparkly shimmer to it. And Baragor Primor turns to face you and stands up straight as you enter. And I will show you a picture of him now.
Oh my goodness.
Leader of the powerful Primer Pride and
Now,
family that
what you see
controls
before
the
you
water
is a
supply.
very tall and
He is indebted to you
strong-looking,
for helping his
sort
son.
of
Okay.
blonde, golden Leonin man.
My
He
nose is
has
itchy.
these red scratch markings upon his face, and he is wearing sort of light leather armor with intricately designed red and orange, yellow sort of fabrics draping over it. He has a sword in its hilt at his side, and you notice that he looks like he was probably kind of unclenches his fists a little bit and kind of takes it and is kind of taking a deep breath as you enter. He's trying to calm himself down, and he stands before you, back straight, and says, "Hello. I'm very sorry that you had to come at this time, but I am Baragor Primor, and I believe you saved my son from getting executed."
Cariel nods. Indeed. Does he do any formal greeting, or is he just waving and talking at us?
He's just standing there with his arms kind of formally held behind his back.
Okay.
No sort of formal greeting at all.
Okay. Cariel will return the gesture and also stand in a similar fashion. Pleasure to meet the head of the Primer household.
I'm going to say, my, what big teeth you have.
Does
Somebody
Yes.
freaking hold. Bob
Anyway,
back.
I am very happy to make you welcome amongst our home. You have certainly earned your place to stay in any of our guest rooms if you wish to, and I would also like to offer my very humble thanks for helping my son. I would be very distraught if something had happened to him. He spoke very highly of you all, though I don't think he mentioned a couple of you, but I am very happy to see you here.
I want to look over at Rundar and be like, you don't look a thing like your father.
Cariel is just going to say that there have been some additions and subtractions to our traveling companion group.
I
That
see.
said,
Some of them
we're
are
happy to
permanent
be here.
attractions.
We actually come in seek of a little bit of knowledge and perhaps some material assistance.
Well, if it's something I could help you with, I would be very much honored to do so, as you have, or I am indebted to you for helping my son. I have a lot on my plate right now, but I will certainly see what I can do.
So I inform him that we are heading to the. I'm just giving you. I'm not gonna role play the whole
Yeah.
conversation out unless you want me to.
Up to you.
that we're going to the time place to do a little bit of searching. Any provisions or assistance that he can provide that would assist us in getting there safely would be excellent. That can be in the form of maps or camels or anything like that. Any assistance that would be provided, we would be greatly appreciative of.
He nods as he takes in all this information and says, "That's going to be quite the trip. I will recommend that you take extreme caution in the palace. It's not been actively used for a very long time, obviously by our civilization, and has since become home to several monsters. Though it seems like you guys can all handle yourselves, which I very much respect. Now, for traveling through the desert, we can absolutely supply you with as much water as you could possibly need. And we have several very strong camels that can absolutely make the work light on your legs."
Cariel thanks him profusely.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's the end of that statement. Sorry.
Yeah, no, pretty much. Says, if there's anything else I can do for you, if you have any other questions about the city, you please come to me or any of my servants here. I am indebted to you, of course. And if there's anything else I can answer questions for, let me know. My servants are at your disposal, and if you wish, and we have plenty of open guest rooms as well, if you wish to stay here.
Cariel says we're planning on departing likely on the morrow or the day after. However, she would gladly accept a guest room for the evening. She turns to the rest of the companions and says, "Is anyone else interested?"
Yes.
What about oversized beds?
We're not going to bring... No, bomb.
Well, all of our beds
He
are
said
quite
anything.
large. We have the funds to make sure every room is outfitted very much for whatever member of the family happens to stop by and need one.
Listen, my best friend is a troll.
A troll.
Did you have room for him?
Currently, Cariel's interrupting Bomb and saying currently he is staying in stables. I'd imagine that accommodations of the like sort would be more than acceptable.
Yes, I am uncertain if we would be able to get your friend through the doorways. However, we do have stables for our camels, and I could have, I guess, some of that, have some room made for him.
Oh, that would be lovely. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. I think there's a couple other members of the family around also.
Hi, Cran.
My little sister is here, Corta. She probably isn't going to help you with anything, but if you need to ask questions about where anything is, you can probably ask her, or any of the servants as well.
Many thanks. If you are busy, we will take our leave.
I have quite a storm to put an end to, as I'm sure you noticed on your way here. Actually, I do have a question for you all. You arrived recently?
Mm-hmm.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Who were you yelling at?
Okay.
Yes,
Cariel
I'm
blares daggers at Bomb.
Glares daggers at Bomb.
I just
He
thought I
kinda
was going to
takes a deep
mention
breath,
Silverberry.
and he looks a little bit ashamed. I was having a heated discussion with Visara Darkmane. She's the head of Darkmane household, and the recent the Darkmanes have long been sponsoring many of the experiments being done by Mordrak Meyer, our archmage, and much to the unapproved nature of these experiments that I have been protesting for quite some time, they are responsible for the recent outbreak of these elemental creatures.
I don't
So I
remember
was,
that. I fell asleep during that one.
a bit frustrated with her about what I presume is something that she is very much knowledgeable on occurring, that she could have stopped had she conformed to regulations.
I'm gonna be like kind of like staring off and like twirling my hair a little bit.
Right. Anyway,
Cariel nods to that and says, yes, we did encounter some of them on our way to Red Ring.
that is actually a bit of what I'd like to ask you about. But how far away were you when you encountered them? Were you ways away, just outside the city? I want to know how widespread this elemental crisis is.
We were like a day and a half away.
It's further than
Right?
I was hoping to hear. Yes, that's about right.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I was giving him accurate information.
That's,
I'm Ron Burgundy.
that is a bit upsetting to hear, but well, I will have some of my men scouring out a little bit further from the city looking for more elementals. If you find any, I would appreciate if you could dispatch them, if that's not going too out of your way.
Cariel says they seemed to be relatively peaceful, provided they weren't attacked.
Well, that's
We
good to hear.
managed to-
They certainly weren't in the city, though people may have responded a bit too promptly with aggression, I'll admit.
We simply gave the water elementals some water and waved as the lightning elementals passed by.
Yes. So there were lightning elementals out there too?
Indeed, I described the whole scenario.
Well. Also, I wanted to ask if on the road you encountered... Do you know of... We've recently heard that there was supposed to be a large shipment coming into the city, and it has not arrived. Did you encounter any caravans on the road?
The Knolls.
Cariel nods and informs him that there was a large caravan that had been ransacked by gnolls.
I see. Well, that's good information to have, I suppose.
I also inform him that we dispatched the gnolls, including the, God, I
Flynn.
can't remember what the, yeah, thank you.
Mhm.
And we turned in the flail to the Hunters Guild.
Oh, well, that's very good. You'll find no shortage of gnolls
Hi,
in the
Bearded.
desert,
How
I'm
are
afraid,
you?
but I am glad there's one less group. Thank you for the information. If there's anything else I can help you with, I would be happy to, but I do have some fires to put out with the council.
Cariel nods. We'll leave you to your work.
How am I? I'm
And
really
she
good.
takes a step back.
I
and then
shouldn't have
motions
drank
for
an
the
energy
rest
drink.
of
I
the
can't
party
sit
to
still,
start
but I'm
making their way
good.
to the door.
Yeah, will do.
I'm gonna be like staring at some of the paintings.
Do you want to investigate any of them?
I do actually.
Please do then. Roll investigation.
You need one? Oh my gosh. I should not have drank mine.
All right, as you're looking at some of the paintings, you see that most of them are labeled, besides with different dates. It seems to be of
It's
a woman
empty.
named... Or,
Sorry.
woman, I should clarify. Isvana Primor.
Isvana?
Isvana. One of the paintings also depicts her standing very closely with Baragor, and most of them portray her with a ring around a finger.
I finished it. Sorry.
I'm gonna motion to Rungar. Come over. And I'm
Okay.
gonna ask him if he recognizes if that's his mother.
I don't know what Runo's response to that would be, but it would probably be something amusing. And also, no.
Oh. And then I'm gonna turn to Baragor, and I'm gonna ask him.
Gonna ask him what?
That's his mother?
No, just who she is.
Oh, yes, that is my late wife, Miss Vaughn.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Ariel will express her condolences as well.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
When
But-
did she die?
Oh my god.
It was a couple of years ago now.
Last time you played D&D was back in 2014. We have been
Oh.
doing this campaign for just
How?
over a
How
year.
did she die?
I believe, going on 2 years. I believe.
I would prefer not to go into the details if that's okay with you.
That's understandable. No, I have a love myself. Actually, her name is Silverberry.
Well,
Oh,
it's
no,
a
no.
gift to find love in this world, and
Absolutely.
I am glad you
Got
have
it.
as well.
We need to cherish it more
Right.
than anything.
Yes. Well, I have some work to be getting to, so
I'm sorry, Bearded.
thank you very much. My servants can show you to,
That's really sad.
or have you pick out
Sorry.
whatever rooms you wish to stay in.
How did you get so much water?
He kind of sighs and goes, "We used to be a large warrior clan that mostly focused on combat and selling our services. However, we at the time planned to make a move for more influence.
Trying to find a comfy position to
And-
sit in, and I can't. Ah!
The Primor clan took all of the known wells in Ramalhita by force, and after that, we were already the best warrior clan amongst all the others, so we were able to defend our newly acquired claim, and that is how that happened.
It was very forthcoming.
It was many, many years ago. I was not part of that at all, nor was anyone I've ever known, but that is the way our family acquired the wells.
Well, thank you for the history. Come along, gang. I'm gonna wave as we walk out.
Ariel bites her tongue and follows everyone out.
Carol's gonna have words
And he
with
closes the
Mom.
door behind you, and the servant that you saw before is waiting outside for you. Says, "I heard everything. I can have rooms prepared as quickly as you may need them.
And a stable, please.
And a stable. I've already spoken with a friend of mine, and he will be getting the stables cleaned out and ready for your troll friend."
Just friend.
That's it. He's a troll, right? You're not just having your normal friend sleeping in the stables.
Oh, he's just my normal friend. He just happens to be a troll. Okay.
Right.
Yes,
And-
the reality
yes.
of the situation is that he requires special accommodations due to his size,
Mhm.
whether it be a fault of his birth or not.
Well,
Dwarven
very well then.
Barbarian. Last thing we
However
thought was
we
a
wish to
Hydra. Got my
define
beard
them,
burned off, so
we
killed
are
it with a double
having
nat 20 and literally
acclamations
yelled,
made
"You
in the
burn the
stables
dwarven
for him."
beard, you get the fucking axe."
Lots of fluffy
I love
hay, I
that.
assume.
Yeah, absolutely. I will make sure there's plenty of hay.
Wonderful.
Is there anything else I can help you with? I can show you around the house if you want. I can show you to your rooms, or you can pick out rooms, I should say, since there
I
are many
believe that-
rooms available.
I believe that we have some business in the city yet before we bed down for the evening.
Understood. I'll
however,
prepare the
when we
rooms,
return-
and feel free to return whenever you can.
Thank you very much. It is very much appreciated.
Of course. Do you need escorting to the front door, or can
You'll
you
never
find
forget
it?
that night. That sounds like a fun
I'm
night.
assuming it's not particularly complicated.
It is not.
Then she will say, "No, I believe we can find our way. Thank you."
Okay, I'll begin preparations. And she kind of gives a small bow and then walks off with urgency to begin getting the rooms ready.
Well, after she walks off, Solara's gonna just pull Jib back and ask her, so do you think Cariel and Tecressy will share a room, or Cariel and Silver?
Maybe all three. I honestly, I'm so confused about what's happening right now.
I'm gonna overhear this, and I'm gonna like, yeah, totally. This is crazy, right?
And I don't know about Solara, but I'm just looking at him like, you don't know us.
I know. It's just, my word.
Solara just stares at Bomb because she's not sure who he fully is yet. And
Oh, Bomb is being as sincere as possible.
Oh, we know. It's
He's
making
being
it
as
even
openly
weirder.
sincere. Yeah.
Right. Well, and I'm just gonna continue walking now that he's intruding in our conversation.
I'm gonna walk back over to Rajir.
Oh, good. I'm with Bomb. Okay.
I'm just gonna like be like, so which one again is Tecressy?
I just once again, maybe this is a recurring
What
thing. Once
flavor?
again, I'm going
Hey,
to start
right.
pointing out his companions.
Oh,
and say,
this?
This
Blue Raz.
No,
not,
no.
not
No,
Dreon.
that's Drayon.
No, nope, that's Rundar. I know.
I've been telling everybody that it's Drayon, and it's been working.
Well, that
No, it
hasn't
hasn't.
been working. But
No, it's been working. How do you think we got in here?
You like the watermelon ice?
you know
I'm
what?
not a
Yeah,
fan
he
of
was Dreon.
ice.
He's Dreon. Whatever.
That's what I thought.
Not a fan of ice.
Feeding into his delusions is certainly not going to have any bad effects whatsoever.
Yeah, be fine.
I'm
Call
assuming
them
I
illusions.
heard none of that.
Wouldn't necessarily
Probably
call them
not.
illusions. Come on, Burr.
Well,
Ice, ice. baby.
Assumptions. Forced assumptions.
implausible assumptions.
It's
The
like
minute-
a little,
The
it's a
minute
little
that he
gnome.
becomes willfully ignorant of the truth is the point at which it becomes a delusion.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And right now, he just doesn't care enough to know.
I don't know. That sounds pretty willfully ignorant. No,
Point,
that's
actually.
Rundar. No, I'm pretty sure that's Drayon.
Okay.
All right. Do you guys wish to leave the building? Do you want to explore a little?
Where did we say we
I
were
actually-
going to next?
It's up to you guys. I think you mentioned the theater.
I want to go to the theater, but you know, I don't know what's there, so
You can go anywhere you wish.
I want to go to the theater.
I'm gonna
I
tell
still
her that
want to
went
try
our
and sneak
museum
into
earlier.
Mire Tower.
Yeah, I do eventually want to sneak into the tower, but maybe I'll take in a show first, you know.
Get you in the mood for a little B&E.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Oh, God.
before we do some breaking and entering, maybe I'd just go and see a show real quick.
Well, show.
We're gonna
Alright.
go to a show. Cariel's gonna be enjoying herself, and she's gonna look over and she's gonna realize all the roguey
Oh,
types
God.
are gone, and she's gonna be like, "Oh, fuck."
She like leans over. I love this, but guys, guys.
And then she realizes she's alone with the Crussy.
And Gleorp,
Yeah,
probably.
boy.
Gleorp, yeah, Gleorp, like, you guys smell
He
like
would-
pheromones.
He would have no clue what was happening in whatever show you went to see at the theater, but he would probably like it.
B&E,
Yeah, he would be,
right?
like,
we want to break into the
enraptured
Wizard's
By the
Tower.
music and like, I
Who
don't know what's
doesn't?
happening, but beautiful.
Well, you guys find yourselves in the Primer Manor if you wish to explore it or wish to leave right away. Up to you guys.
I would like to take my loot and go
Yeah.
out to the garden
Mm-hmm.
and just play some lovely tunes for Oh, I forgot his name already.
The Elder Primor.
Elder Primor, yeah.
Look what you say. I'm a wizard, Harry.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna say anything to him. I'm just gonna like go out there and just sit down next to him and like they're gonna be like very lovely, like, you know, very
Performance check?
appropriate. Very appropriate for what we're
Yeah.
where we're at.
Very demure.
Yeah. No!
Very
I wanted to fail.
That would have been amazing. Very mindful.
All right. As you sit down.